Get ready. Woo! We are on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive. It's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made.
Drag your nuts, baby. Breakers Road, Grand Slam exclusive, son. Drag them. Let's go. 101, baby. Let's go.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
Tillman Tap and the Nighthawk Knock. Let's go, baby. What up, what up, what up, baby? Let's go. What is up, Grand Slam Nation, son? Bringing the thunder tonight, aren't we, Joe?
Hell yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rook's already gone. Gary's running the store. So instead of the typical awesome intro of the showtimes and hee-haws and hell yes, we'll just jump right into it today. So my thoughts on this are a little. I do things a little different. Nate is definitely. I think they fit correct. Lenny maybe a little slow, or a little small. No, not yet, Noah. And there's nothing wrong with investing or flipping. There's just there's different ways that everybody does things. I do a lot more collecting. Nate will get stuff. He'll hold on to it for a while, and he wants to flip it to get on to something new. There are a lot of people that collect like that, or in the hobby like that. I mean, it's a type of collecting. And then there's a lot of people who buy with the short term or maybe even long term goal of flipping and turning it into money. I get that. I am a guy, unfortunately, that fucking hoards, and I just get a ton of shit and I collect it and hang on to it. There's different types of collecting other than just, trying to make profit and things like that, which there's nothing wrong with. I don't want anybody to get upset and think I'm talking bad about what they do or how they do. But there's team collecting where you collect your favorite teams. I dabble in that. There's player collecting, which is what I spend the bulk of my energy on. There's set building, which I also do that with Alan and Genter every year. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to collect, and I've brought a whole bunch of different things to show you today. Some different things to go over. We'll take a look at some of my PC and kind of show you guys the insanity that goes through my head. But before we go any further, these are the little bits of wisdom that in all my years of collecting I like to share with people, okay? Is number one, collect the fuck you want, all right? If you're a Reds fan, you're a Bengals fan, you're a Seahawks fan, you're a Sonics fan, you're a Thunder fan, a Grizz fan, a Titans fan, a Dolphins fan, whatever, okay? Collect what you want. So, and don't let anybody else, don't let it bother you what other people say, okay? You collect what you want. It's your money. Until somebody else is funding your collection, their opinion of it means shit, okay? So, let's start with that. Number two, buy whatever you want, okay? So whether you're team collecting or you're player collecting, whatever. You don't have to buy every card of a player because you have to realize that you're never going to own every card. With all the one-on-ones and low number variations and different color variations and all that stuff, when you get to, you're just never going to be 100% complete on a player. It's just not going to happen, all right? So if there are certain sets you don't like if you didn't care for 2005 Donruss Champions, don't fucking buy the cards for your collection, man. Just speed on. Get what you want. You all know, because all the jokes I get, Adam Dunn is one of my main collections, or is my main collection. Guy's got around 5,700 total cards produced. I have 2,600 of those. I'm closing in on 50%. I could probably already be over 3,000 if I went ahead and bought a bunch of the cards that I didn't like because I thought they were ugly or whatever. But, eventually I'll probably pick them up. But right now I haven't because I just don't like the look of the cards. I see them on eBay all the time. Yeah, $1 is fine. I just don't feel like buying it. So always remember that as well. The biggest piece of advice I like to give people, and I tell Rook this all the time, and he says it's some of the, he really enjoys it. Cost is subjective, man. If you buy a card for $50 and you're happy to have that card, does it matter that you paid $50? Hell no. Okay? So if you're comfortable spending that much or you're willing to go that much and then you get the card and you're happy with the card, it doesn't matter. You don't need other people to tell you did a good job or you got a good price. Like, don't even worry about that, man. As long as you're happy, that's the important part, right? I've bought cards, Nate's only teasing, partly probably, but y'all have heard Nate give me a hard time for paying $100 for a Joe Mixon 101. That's a price I was comfortable paying. And so I'm happy to have that card. The fact that I paid $100 or anybody else wants to make fun of me for it doesn't bother me at all. It's a price I was willing to pay, so I'm happy. I don't need anybody else to reassure me that I got a good price, that I got a good deal, or that I'm going to turn a profit on it later. I don't need any of that, man. Like, I paid what I was willing to pay. I'm happy with the card. I own the card. Done. Which brings me to my next thing. If you are going to be an actual, hardcore, dedicated collector, accept the fact that whatever you put into it, you're probably never going to get back out of it, okay? And that's okay. As long as and that's what, folks, it's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I've lost some hair. Y'all know I don't have any anyway. I've lost some hair trying to chase down some cards that, I've spent 20 years or longer trying to add to my collection. Don't let it stress you, though. It's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun, man. You're throwing money at it. That's extra money, hopefully, that you're smart. You're throwing extra money at it. You're just doing what you do, and that's how it goes. So, team collecting, I'll show you some of that. Set collecting, I'll show you some of that, and then we'll get into my player collections, just give you guys an idea. And I'm crazy. I didn't want to offend anybody with mental health issues. So I had inside the insanity of a collector, but I changed it to inside the mind. So let's stick with that. So real quick, website, there's my Flickr account where we'll look at some of my collection here in a little bit. Aerial view, I brought in my 2018 Allen and Genter set here in my binders that I'm going to show some of it off today. So that's some of the different things we're going to get into. So we'll start off with team collecting. You all know I'm a big Reds and Bengals fan, so we'll start there. This is most of, it's not all, because I don't have cubes for all of it yet. But there's a picture of, damn it, go back to full screen. There's a picture of most of my Reds baseball collection. There's 150, 60 there, so somewhat. I probably have another 10, 20 at least that I need to get cubes for to be able to display. But that's what I do for the Reds. The bulk of those I have got myself. I have bought into private signings or made a couple trades here and there, but a lot of those are autographs that I was able to obtain on my own. And then this is not just Reds, obviously, but there you go. There's some of my jersey collection. All of the Adam Dunns besides the All-Star one are game used. You see my Pete Rose Reds and Expos jersey. You got a Brandon Phillips Reds and Brandon Phillips World Baseball Classic. They're all signed. So there is thanks, Robert. There's my Reds. Like I said, the non-Reds are mainly Adam. Then Bengals jerseys. All about that mixing. Perfect. Ross, Anderson, Green, Dalton, mixing Dalton. So that's how I get into my my team collecting. I do collect cards as well, but on team stuff, I do a lot of memorabilia, baseballs, jerseys, football helmets, stuff like that. So there you go, guys. There's some of the craziness on team collecting. I don't think I have any other crazy team collecting photos to share. I'm trying to take a look real quick. Ton of vacation photos. Oh, here you go. Here's some of my favorite pieces in my collection. You guys know I'm a big Pete Rose fan. Those are actual newspapers, the Cincinnati Enquirer and the Cincinnati Post, from when Pete Rose broke Cobb's hit record. It's the full-size, authentic papers. They're discolored and damaged. Both are signed and PSA DNA authenticated, and I got them custom framed, double matted with museum glass. I would turn it, but it'll turn on its own. Here, let's see here. No. Here's my custom frame Brandon Phillips from the 2010 All-Star Game. That's got his game used locker plate, nameplate. It's MLB authenticated. Down here at that coin, some game MLB authenticated game used dirt from that game. And then Todd Frazier, when he won the 2015 Home Run Derby with the Reds, it's inscribed 2015 Home Run Derby champion. So that's team collected stuff, man. I mean, obviously I have some of my favorite players and stuff like that. This video is probably going to be a lot longer than you guys expect, and I'm sorry to spend so much time talking. It's just, yes, Jason, I do. I have a Nuxall Brenneman dual signed baseball, both on the sweet spot, PSA authenticated. Just collecting to go over the whole scope, but there's team collecting, right? You go after the different things of your teams. Like right now, the Nation got me my Holy Grail with the Pete Rose rookie card, my favorite card in my collection. And I've started piecing together some other Reds rookie cards like Johnny Bench, Tony Perez. I'm going to start building a PSA rookie collection of those. I have Barry Larkin PSA 10, 87 Donruss. I love 87 Donruss for some reason. So there's that. But so you guys understand player or team collecting. So now we'll go on to another one that's near and dear to me. We'll go on to Allen and Ginter. All right. You're probably not going to be able to see this perfectly, but these are the binders I like. Okay. As you can see, the binder is covered all the way around. It prevents dust or sunlight from getting into my cards to mess with them at all. But that is 1 through 350 of the Allen and Ginter set. It's all there, I assure you. Not one missing card. Right. Let's move Sir Joey before I break him. This one is the glossy set. I assure you, none are missing from there either. That is the entire 350 card set in glossy format. I do not have, I'm still missing some of the box loaders, but there are, there's the players, and then, or I may have all of them, I'm not sure, but I think I'm missing a couple. And I'm missing a couple of the Wonders. I'll tell you about the binders here in a little bit, guys. But then here's all the full-size inserts. There's the baseball equipment through the ages, which I have the full set of the Fantasy Gold Mine, whole set. Then the Moons, I have the whole set, all 10 of those. The World Talent, all 50. See, normally, guys, I just do the set. There we go. Just set it like that. 1 through 350. But this year I decided I wanted to build a master set. And then that wasn't good enough. And then there's the Beaches. All 10 of those. But yeah, see, it's got little plastic snap locks there. But I love these binders. Like I said, it keeps light and dust out. You can see also, I haven't made anything for it, but they get scratched and scuffed. My kids like to look at them sometimes or whatever, but they're very durable. Yes, Nate is in this year's Allen and Ginter. Then here's the minis, right? Here's the entire Baseball Superstitions mini set. From the retail exclusive, this is the entire Exotic Sports set. The entire Flags of Lost Nations mini set. The entire Folio of Fears mini set. The Indigenous Heroes. Postage required. It is not an Ultra Pro. These are, but not the binders. World's Hottest Peppers. The 3 unannounced minis. And then the base mini set, 1 to 350. Not missing a mini. I have that entire set as well. Then here's the non-baseball autographs. I'm still, if there's a redemption card in there, I'm just waiting for it to be redeemed. But I still need to finish this set. But here's a lot of the non-baseball autos that I have. I need to replace Page and Stu Gotts because I have the ones numbered to 25 and I want just the regular base. But there you go, guys. I'm doing the full-size relics as well. I have not completed those yet, but I have not completed my need list either. So there you go, guys. There's a look at set collecting. How crazy it was to put all those damn minis together, which I still might do the Black Border and the A and G set because I'm probably halfway through them. And how I might, you know, take on more. Yes, Method Man. I have the redemption. The card just hasn't been made yet, but my Method Man redemption is in there. I hope to one day actually have that physical card. All right, Ron. Just because I know I may say shit the wrong way. And I have horrible penmanship. Unikeep. That's the name of the binders. Unikeep.com is their website. That's where I get those binders if you like those and you're interested. Like I said, here, I'll pull it back up real quick. But like I said, it gets scuffed or whatever, but I haven't made an insert for it. But I like that. Right, Jason. That's how I am, bro. But there you go. You know, like I said, it doesn't... Oops. It's sealed all the way around. No dust, dirt, or light. It has your snap enclosures. There you go. And because it holds around like 40 or 50 pages or so, But even when you stand it, you can feel in there. The pages aren't, like flopping around like in a normal binder. So it protects the cards really well. They have different colors. This is the 1.5 inch binder. They have 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5 inch. So there's that. So now, to further go with collecting and how crazy I am, we're going to go into player collecting, which I had tried to start catching up on my scanning for you guys to be able to show you guys more of my collection, but I just ain't got time for all that right now. But I'll show you how I generally store my collection. I use shoebox houses. These will hold, they're not great for graded cards. You'll have to keep your own vault boxes or something for that. But for my collections, I use shoebox houses. The cards are in, penny sleeves and top loaders. It holds one touches just fine. I put everything in numerical order, from top to bottom, left to right. So, when I'm looking for my Dunn collection, his cards start in 98. I can go to this top left box here. I know that's going to be where the 98s and 99s, 2000s, where all that's going to be. So, that's how I do. I don't. It saves me some space and some money because I don't put everything in, or at least anything that's in top loaders. I don't tend to put in team bags because I feel in this shoebox house that with the lid and then the top of the housing covering, shit's not getting in there anyway. And it's not like I pull these things out all the time to mess with the cards. So there is that. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this too. When I was talking about team collecting, that's actual game used turf from Riverfront Stadium, and then over here on the right is actual game used dirt from Great American Ballpark. I meant to show that during that, but I have blue seats from Riverfront Stadium. I have a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I like to keep my collection very organized, right? Which is also why I have an HP ScanJet G3110 that I use to scan my collection. All my cards get scanned front and back. If it's a die cut or a graded card, I scan it with the lid open so that there's a black background behind it instead of the white light. That way you can see the die cut. And then I use Flickr.com, which it does cost me $50 a year. But I use Flickr.com to keep my collection on, so that when I'm on the go, I have the app on my phone there. And so like if I'm at the National or something like that, I can pull up my scans and see what I have on there. So there is that. And yes, Clint, there is. Damn you. This thing's not wanting to cooperate. There we go. Motherfucker. Sorry, Clint, give me a second. This thing's being a pain in the ass. I don't know why. You know what? Hold on. What the hell? What's up, guys? Sorry, this the search engine or the Google Chrome is being a pain in the butt. Hey Eric, I'm sorry, buddy. If my infomercial bores you, I apologize, but I'm just talking about collecting and trying to share some helpful information with people. So. What the hell, man? Sorry, guys. This is just straight up garbage here. Chrome is really being a pain in the ass. Oh my god. I had all this set up and was all excited, and now nothing wants to work. And that's the story of my life. Shit. So, guys, no show tonight. It's Thursday. The show will be back tomorrow night. That's why I'm doing this today. I was just trying to, you know, come on, and since Nate's been talking about investing and everything, I was just trying to come on and share the other side of it and talk about you know, collecting and whatever. If I could get this shit to work, I would show it all to you guys, and you know, but it's not wanting to work right now. So thanks, man. I really wanted to show off more. Chrome is being a piece of crap. I mean, literally. I had everything set up. I can't get it to open anything up now. Hey, no problem, Clint. I was going to show more, but, I mean, Chrome is spazzing out, man. So, give me just a second, guys. I'm going to try something here. You guys still there? Okay, give me just a moment. Alright, sorry guys, I don't have a chat right now. Like, I had to close out Chrome. It jacked up. So hopefully you guys are coming back any second now. Hopefully. That couldn't have gone worse, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to try again here in just a second, though. So, if you guys are making comments, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Or I wonder if it's not going to show up. There we go. Okay, TC's talking. No, buddy, for whatever reason, whenever I tried to open Chrome at all, it opened like 75. It wouldn't stop opening tiles. There we go. There we go. That's what I needed. It kept opening multiple tiles. It just wouldn't stop. So, let's take a look at a couple things. I got everything working now, it looks like. I just got to get logged in. Sorry about that, guys. Back in. All right, hopefully Clint is still there. Because this is what I mainly use. So, all right, guys. Let's go over here. I use Beckett for when I'm looking for cards or whatever. So whoever you collect, as soon as you go to Beckett.com, right up the top, all categories, like Adam Dunn's who I collect, right? And there you go. If you have a Beckett account, see, most of these pictures are mine, which is funny. So most of the scans that are on there are my cards. But yeah, you just go to Beckett. If you have a Beckett account, which it's free to register one, you can log in. You can sort by year, sport, brand, attributes, whether it's serial numbered, autographed, whatever. So, but I use Beckett is my go-to for checking cards of a player. And it gives you a total at the top, roughly 5,628. So that's where I go. Yeah, guys, this is no bullshit. I don't know if it tells you who contributed, but almost front and back, that's my actual card that is used as the example there on Beckett. So anyway, so going on to the madness of a collector. Like I said, I use Flickr, $50 a year, but I can host as many pictures as I want. There's no ads or anything like that, whatever. I haven't created mosaics for my mixing collection yet. My Dunn collection's not up to date, but these mosaics, what you can do is you can put up like so many cards from your own collection. So these are, in each one of these is 12 items from my collection that I use to make the mosaic to click on. But like, there's my Dunn collection. Tells you the year, tells you how many pictures are in each folder. My 101s are way behind because it says 70, and I know I'm up at 80. I mean, I know there's at least 3 or 4 sitting on my computer desk that I haven't scanned yet. But all of these cards are 101s. You guys can't see the bottom because of the way the page is running. But what I also like that's kind of fun is this one's not giving me the option. But here it is on Flickr you can do a slideshow. So, and it's stopping at one card. Oh, there it goes. Flickr will go through and check them all out for you. TC, I do collect Vixen. But there you go, man. Like, it'll do a little slideshow for you and pop through the cards. You can speed it up yourself if you want. You know, lots of printing plates, obviously. But I got plenty of supers and stuff. Sketches. That's probably my favorite Dunn 101. You guys can only see part of the card. But here. There we go. I think it goes faster here. Nope, it goes back to full screen. So anyway, there's that fun little. But anyway, you can set up collections. Show what you have. I'm a big Reds fan. I got to meet Adam when he was in the minors, and I just became a fan. Like, you know, here's miscellaneous stuff. All my Adam Dunn bobbleheads and everything. I wish you guys could see the whole image here, but, you know, game used items, whatever. As far as mixing's more up to date, but I haven't finished it. Like, there you go. These are just 2017 rookie autos. I have 86 of them. but but that's why I like Flickr, man. This is easy. I can go on a website, show people my collection. I can go on the app, double check to see if I don't know why this thing's being so uncooperative right now. Yeah. Anyway, this way it'll at least let me show you all of them. There you go. As you start dragging down through there, there's all my mix-ins. The only RPA I'm missing besides the 1-on-1s is the to 10. And this wasn't just to show off my collection, guys. This is just showing a personal player collection. Like I said, this is what I do. I scan and make copies of everything, and then I have it on my home computer. So when I am, because I don't want to bore you guys just with mixing and done, but that way when I'm on my home computer, I can just pull it up real quick to see what I have when I'm cruising on eBay. Let's get back out of my collection there. Or I have the app. That way, like I said, when I'm on the go, if I'm at a card show, if I'm at a card shop, whatever, and I'm traveling, doing my thing, I can just pull it up on the app, man. Be able to look at what I have and prevent myself from buying a whole bunch of duplicates, unless, of course, that's what you want to do. Which I don't mind having duplicates of some cards, but not of everything. So, I don't know if you guys have any other questions. I'm just trying to cover the collecting. To me, like I said, it's just fun. Some of those cards, man. Obviously, not so much mixing because he just started having cards in 2017. But like with Dunn, I've chased some of those cards for years, man. And when I finally pull them in, it's a huge. It makes you feel good. I mean, but there you go. Just so you can see, there it is on my phone, man. I can. I mean, thanks, Ron. They are super inexpensive. I mean, I feel like you're trying to make fun of me, and that's cool, but some of those cards are very expensive. What's all that? The app, it's Flickr. F-L. Well, here. I understand people don't, enjoy my choice. No E, man. Flickr with no E. Don't support my choice of collections, but I tell you, I've spent quite a bit on them. I was showing the Rook. I tell you guys, you want to talk about the craziness of the boom bust. Here's 2005, 107 Adam Dunn game use cards, and I'm probably not even remotely close to what all's there, man. But 107 game use cards. Just from 2005, man. And then I'll show you another fun one where they get you. 2005 as well still. Shit. Give me a second. But see, this is so nice to have when I'm on the go. 256 cards. This doesn't include game used or autos, but 2005 Leaf put out the Sportscaster set. The only differences in the cards are the colors. I didn't say you were trolling, Ron. I didn't mean it like that, buddy. Everybody always assumes, Adam Dunn, I've paid a lot of money for some of those cards. But you had orange, beige, white, whatever, and then that's the leaping hat card. Here's the green with the leaping bat card. There's the green with the running hat card. There's the yellow with the pitching hat card. Anyway, 140 or 144 of each player. I have, 70 or 80 of Adam Dunn. As you can see, man, it looks like the same damn card over and over, but it's got a different color. It's numbered, some were numbered to 5, some are numbered to 70. It's numbered to different things on the back. But in 2005, right in the heyday of the glut on the market, man, they were pushing that stuff. that was when they started getting to that idea of let's cut it to just Topps or just Panini, which I think was dumb. The competition wasn't bad. You just needed to not have a set of 140 cards of each player. Like, holy shit. Like this set, the studio portraits, I haven't even finished all those because there's like 50 different variations of this where it'll have that border, but it's black and white. Then it has that border and it's color. And then, so, you know, like I said, guys, that's the pain in the ass about collecting is you got to do it the way you want. I do a little bit of everything. Set collecting, but I keep it to my A and G. Team collecting, I keep it to my Reds and my Bengals. Player collecting, I don't even have pictures of all my player collections, but I do have, I collect Pete Rose, Adam Dunn, Joe Mixon, Ron Oster, Chris Sabo. I collect a ton. I especially like collecting guys that, like Ron Oster. He was born in Cincinnati, played his whole career with the Reds. That's cool to me. Chris Sabo was just a fan favorite. Pete Rose is just like my favorite. Auto game jerseys in great shape. Like I said, I use those binders, man, and your Ultra Pro sleeves are they're archival safe, so it shouldn't damage the cards at all. But like my Ginter autos, you saw, man, I just put them in the Unikeep pages and put them in the binder. Or I mean the Ultra Pro pages and put them in the Unikeep binder, and it'll be fine. It's not going to mess up the cards. I got a TC. I'll get to it here in a little bit. But so there you go, guys. I've tried to show you the different ways that I store things. My sets, I'm a binder guy. Right? I like to keep my sets in binders. My baseballs. For those, I always recommend you want to use Ultra Pro. BCW is fine. Nate, I've never sent 100 in at a time, or I don't grade many. My rule of thumb is just grading rookie cards, and I just send off. When I get something graded, it's 1-2 cards at a time. Yeah, like for Pete Rose, I collect Pete and everything. Phillies, Expos. Like Pete's just my favorite player of all time. Dunn, I'm a huge fan of. I collect everything. Chris Sabo, I collect everything. Ron Oster, like I said, I just like him because, he's from Cincinnati. He played his whole career with the Reds, so with him, it's just kind of fun because it's all just Red stuff. Now, Brandon Phillips, I picked some stuff up of, but I stick strictly to Red stuff with Brandon Phillips. Or like for my team, my Reds team collection, I tend to stick to just them and the Reds. But people that I collect, people that I collect as an individual player, I collect everything. Yeah, I grew up in Mount Washington, so big Oster fan. Back to the baseballs, yeah. Ultra Pro, BCW, whatever's fine. Just make sure if you have baseballs, you're putting them in UV protectant cubes. I think most of them say they're good for 5 to 10 years. I know it's not necessarily cost effective, but swap them out every so many years or whatever, because if you're going to put the time and investment, like one of my favorite baseballs is I have a 1956 Reds team signed baseball. No, Donald, I'm good. I got my 6.5 and I'm happy with it. A PSA 10 would be like $100,000 or something stupid like that. I'm good. My 1956 Reds team signed ball, it's got Klazuski, it's got a rookie Frank Robinson on it. It's my favorite baseball in my collection. Every few years, man, I swap that case out because I don't want it to fade any more than it already is or whatever. That's important to me. So just keep those things in mind. Jerseys, I'll tell you guys something super inexpensive. I have so many jerseys that I need to frame, and I want to get them framed, and eventually I will. I have some that are already framed. But until you have the time or the money, whatever, to get your jerseys framed, you can go to Target. You can go to Target, Walmart. I always get mine at Target, but let's see here. They're relatively inexpensive. See if it'll pull up here real quick. Yeah. That's more expensive than normal. Come on, come on. It's hard to see, but I get these garment bags, man. It's got a spot for a coat hanger to go through it. You hang your jersey in there. It helps protect it from light and dust and everything like that. And you just hang it in your closet. This says $8.50, man. I get them 2 for $4 at my local Target. But they're called a garment bag, or some places call them a dress bag. But that's a great, inexpensive way to properly store your jerseys. Because that way they're hanging, so they're not getting creased on the letters or the numbers. And with the bag, it keeps the dust and stuff off of it. So it's really cool, Greg. We had a lot more people on earlier, and we've kind of dwindled off. But you know, and I've been rattling on for almost an hour. And like I said, this wasn't. I feel bad because I'm not trying to bore y'all with the shit I collect. I'm just trying to show y'all like the different ways of collecting. And like I said, like sets. I think the best thing, you could put it in a box and put it in the closet, but I don't understand the point. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's what I do with the cards I collect. But my sets, I like having them in binders, man. Somebody comes over that's interested in collecting, I like to be able to pull my sets out and they can sit down and thumb through the binder, and I think that's great. Like I said, how I store my cards, I showed you guys, man. I like those shoebox houses. The majority of my cards are on a penny sleeve and a top loader. I do them actually just like they appear on Beckett.com. I go by year, and then I go alphabetically by set. So, you know, just like I do on how I have them on my binders, or on my, like, 2003, first card's going to be Absolute, then Bazooka, then Bowman Chrome, then Bowman Heritage, then Diamond Kings, then Donruss, then... So that's how I have them, like, exactly how they show up in this folder is exactly how they show up in my shoebox. And that also makes it a lot easier when I'm looking for a card, or when I've purchased a new card that I need to put in that spot. You can buy dividers. They're relatively inexpensive. I have little plastic white dividers. They're similar to this, slightly bigger. They're bigger than cards, where I just write the year on the top, and then the cards go behind it. So if I write, 2003, I drop that in the shoebox, and all the cards behind it are 2003. When you get to the next one, 2004, boom, it splits 3 from 4, and then all the cards behind it are 2004. Another thing you can do, guys, is if you have old, used, scratched up magnetics or screw downs that you don't use anymore, you can use those, and it's real simple, man. Take a little Post-it note or a piece of paper and tape over the top of it. Because of the width of those things. I was trying to see if I had one handy real quick, and I do not. Here we go. Here we go. But like how wide that is up top there, man, just tape you a piece of paper or a Post-it note over that. Just write 2009, or whatever year. You drop that in, and then when you're looking down from the top into your shoebox, you're gonna be able to see the years. So different ways to divide your cards, ways to save you some money and reuse stuff. Team bags, graded bags, one-touch bags are fantastic to use on your collection. I highly recommend them. But like in my shoebox house, I don't think it's necessary, but in some of my other stuff, I absolutely 100%, if I have a graded card, I put a graded sleeve or a graded bag, whatever you want to call it, over it, because I don't want the surface to get scratched up. If I'm using a magnetic on a card, to me, that card's obviously special. It doesn't necessarily have to be worth a whole lot, but it's obviously a special card. So I want to bag it. I don't want that thing to get scuffed up. What's up? I save my commons of the players I collect. I save some of my commons of Reds and Bengals, if I want to build team sets or whatever. The only other commons I keep are Allen and Ginther because I build those sets every year. And I do have a rip card coming in that I bought, Bryce Harper. When that thing gets to me, I will bust it. I was thinking if it comes in tomorrow, I'll bring it up here with me Saturday and bust it. Unless I get to check the mail before the show tomorrow night. Probably won't, though. But if it comes in tomorrow, I'm going to try to bring it up. So, hopefully that wasn't too boring to you guys. I've told other people this, and I'll give you this as a parting thought. Everybody always asks about base cards and what to do with them. My personal opinion, man, is I used to donate them to local children's hospitals. So, what the fuck is this? No idea what the hell that is. Sorry, I just got some weird ass text message. But I used to donate a lot of cards to children's hospitals. Like when I was in Indianapolis, I donated tons of cards, but I would throw a lot of Colts or Peyton Manning and stuff in there, and jersey cards, whatever stuff that I just didn't fit my collection. Instead of just having a shit ton of cards sitting around taking up space, I would donate them to the children's hospital. Also on Halloween, when I was giving out candy, I would take team bags or even one-touch bags and fill them with cards and pass those out with the candy. Lots of kids thought that was cool as shit. Yeah, I don't know the value of everything. Wow, Adam, that's weird, man. Every children's hospital I've went to, they all accept it with no problem, and the kids absolutely love the cards. Rookie's not going to have a show, guys. I understand. I swear to God, I feel like I am the least favorite of everybody. Jesus. Whenever I'm on the show, it's like, where's Nate? Where's Rookie? Whatever. I'm sorry. Rookie doesn't want to be on camera. Nate's out of town. I'm sorry you're stuck with me. But we're going to have a fucking badass show tomorrow night. I'm sorry I wasted so much of your time going over collecting. But tune in tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat place as usual. Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Grand Slam Collectibles page. Get those orders in for tomorrow night. We'll be having some Screaming Eagles and some Nuggets that will load up on the site. We can still chase that Jordan Rookie. I think there's like some Trouts. I don't remember what all else is in there. No, guys, look, I'm not asking for compliments. I know I'm not your favorite host, but it is what it is, okay? But group breaks, if they fill, we'll try to take it as we can. It'll just be me, Rook, and Gary. I'm not saying don't fill them because I love busting National Treasures, but if we do fill them, it might be kind of slow getting them busted, but we'll get them done. We have that Iconic Heroes, the Grand Slam exclusive over there. If you guys want to get in on some of that, we hit some bomb-ass shit yesterday, including a Michael Jordan, his old credit card. Eagles are $99.95 plus tax and shipping. If you do live in Tennessee, you have to pay the tax. If you hit a redemption out of Iconic Heroes, we actually have the redemption items here in-house. We can go straight to it, pull it, open it, and ship it out to you. So there's a lot of good stuff. Don't forget April Collectors Club. We're giving out 24 hobby boxes on that. If you have not bought your Collectors Club yet, I highly suggest you hurry up and get it. I'm trying to think of what else. I always feel like I'm missing stuff. Don't forget Inception. I'm going to check that out to make sure we got plenty of that loaded. But Inception, Plates and Patches, Optic Contenders, National Treasures. I mean, we have a ton of options available on the site. Stick work if you want to bust some cool hockey. Impeccable basketball. We still got Opulence basketball. Y'all know there's still some monster shit in there we just haven't hit yet. But there's a lot of stuff. If the site's not loaded today, it'll be loaded tomorrow, somewhere in between. But I'm going to make sure that we have plenty of stuff up there for you guys. Because really want to have a great show tomorrow night. But hit up some stuff. 7:30 Central Time, p.m. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So tune in tomorrow night, guys. Like I said, thanks to the 40 of you that have stuck in for an hour to listen to me bore you about collecting. I'm not telling you who to collect. I'm not telling you what to collect. But if you team collect, set collect, or player collect, you know, I tried to give you the best advice I can, and I hope it helps, okay? Todd, a great place to also check out, I'm sure you've already been there, is go to comc.com, check out my cards. Go to eBay, post your need list and after hours. But thanks so much for your time, guys. I'm sorry I got so long-winded. Each type of collecting to me is very different. Lots of times you don't have team collectors that are also set collectors, or set collectors that are also player collectors. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys all that. And, like I said, the most important thing is to collect what you like. If you're happy, that's all that matters. I spend a lot, Ron. That's why when I was talking about not being caught up on my collection, man, I'd say I have cards come in the mail almost daily. And that's why I fall behind on scanning so bad. Hell yeah, 92 Jeter. That's awesome. But I spend thousands. I mean, because let's not forget, guys, I am the worst kind of person, because not only am I a collector that collects all that different shit, I still get an itch to bust wax on occasion, so I'm buying boxes and busting that stuff too. But thanks a lot, guys. It was a lot of fun. I will catch you all tomorrow. Like I said, don't forget to get your collectors clubs. If you want to be early in line tomorrow night and not be a line jumper, be hitting the site now and getting your orders in, okay? Just because it's not getting busted until tomorrow doesn't mean you can't order it today. Get your orders in, guys. So thanks so much for your time and your patience. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great evening. Deuces.